Greetings, goblins and geist. My name's Blake. Welcome to the Cloudpost, and today we are going to crack open some new packs of Edge of Eternities. So stick around and let's see what we get. Alright, we are hopping into it. I got some golden packs first, so let's see what we get. Right on in. Ooh, we got some nice mythics. Let's go. Radiant Lotus. These are some oldies, of course. We're going to see some fresh ones as well.
Sounds like my kind of place.
We hope we see some fresh ones. Wow, oldies so far. Terminal Velocity, that's a new one. It's a neat card. It's kind of like a, what is it? Like a combo card, kind of similar to Indomitable Creativity, but it's just from your hand, so it's a lot weaker in that sense. What's this one? Elegy Acolyte. Lifelink, Human Cleric, 4 mana. When one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose a life. It's alright. That's like, what, Gix's ability? But 4 mana is a lot rougher. Beginning of your end step, if a non-permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped, get a 2/2 robot. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. Kind of neat. Kind of cool for a black mid-range of deck. Final Fantasy. Oh, there's a Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put... Oh, this is the counters card. This card's actually pretty good, especially in Commander. Hard Light Containment. Now that's a card we like to see. 1 mana removal spells are always good. Most of the time. Starfield Vocalist, also a really unique card. It's kind of a weird Panharmonicon on a stick. Do like Requiem Monolith as well. Very, very weird, but cool card. Alright, we got another new one, Loading Zone. If one or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many counters. Oh, so it's a crazy warp enchantment. It's kind of like Hardened Scales. Miminon, he's also really neat. Get free get to cast artifacts and make them tap for mana. Very cool, very cool. We got a Vindo, awesome for Commander. A Tanic as well, which is actually a really cool red card. Excited to play with this one. Alright, so there's the gold cards. Let's get in some packs. What's up, buddy? Come here. My cat wants to jump up on me. Alright, some Mythics. Devastating Onslaught. Very cool. There's the Acolyte. Infinite Guidelight Station. Biotech Specialist. I like the little insects. There's a lot of those in this set. We got the Lobster. Now, this is what we're looking for. Servadnum. This is going to be great for sacrifice-based decks. We already have a few of those in the Cloudpost, so if you haven't seen them, we will certainly be making more. Don't fret. Ice Till Explorer, also very good for Commander. Now this Izu Ifrit, if I'm saying Ifit, the Osteoharmonist, I hope this card gets some play because it's really, really unique. Very cool. Alright, we're mainly focusing on the rare, so let's continue going through. Alright. What do we got here? Some more Mythics. This is good. We like that. Sorcerer Secundi and a Nexus of Fate. I can't believe they actually reprinted that. Very cool. Dominion Bracelet. This is a very strange equipment. Very, very weird ability. 15 is a lot. But, hey, it's possible you can get it to happen, so we'll see some against the odds with this thing, probably. Starfield Vocalist. Green Sun's Zenith is awesome to have in Arena. Some rares. Exile all creatures and spacecrafts. It's not a Sunfall, that's for sure. Miminon again. Nesting Grounds is an oldie. Memorial Vault, this is a neat one. Sacrifice another artifact. Exile the top X cards of your library, where X is 1 plus the sacrificed artifact. You can play those cards. It's actually not as good as I thought. Very cool art for Scavenging Grounds. Alright, moving on to the next 10. So far, no crazy things. We're really hoping to find some token doublers, some really like powerful effects here. Dawnsire is unique, but I don't really love it. This card, however, has a lot of cool like potential. I really am excited to have like a 1 mana like hand disruption card. Very cool. And I'm not huge on the station creatures, the spacecrafts. They're cool, but I don't know. I feel like you're putting a lot into them for a mediocre payoff. This one's good for Commander because of the mana, though. I do think that mill will be a thing now because of this card, but we'll see how it goes. Now that one I'm very excited for. Sunset Saboteur. Y'all can argue with me and tell me whether this card's good or bad down in the comments, but I will be certainly playing with it because ward discard a card is a very powerful mechanic. Love it. All right, what else we got? Another monolith, thrumming hive pod. I know you sliver players out there are excited. Sunstar Chaplain. I don't know this one. 2 mana. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's kind of a weird payoff, but hey, it works for super aggressive human decks. Then tap 2 mana, remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature, and then tap another target artifact or creature. Very weird. Maybe it's going to be good in like a human aggro deck. I don't know. That's the one we like, though. I want this for actual commander. Very cool card, Earthos. Titanic God Core. Alright, we got 2 more of these, and then a 4. Either way, I'm really excited to be playing this set. Edge of Eternities is very hype, very cool art, very, very unique mechanics. Warp is crazy. Just some really neat stuff. I will say I'm finding myself finding a lot of these things which don't really do anything in Arena. In a paper, they're cool, right? You can actually use them in Commander and stuff, but in Arena, I'm just like, man, these are kind of just eating up, I guess, rare slots, which is weird. Bioengineered Future. That's a very cool card, too. Get a lander, each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Very neat. That's a good card. That's a cool one. Anti-casual Vestige. We got Eldrazi's in space. Might Form Harmonizer. That's kind of I feel like it's too heavy for the top end of the Tifa decks, but maybe you'll prove me wrong with the warp abilities, you know? Who knows? I kind of feel like that kind of works with that deck. Alright. Just a few more to go. So far, I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting, you know, ripped off with some of the rares. I mean, that's good. This is also really cool, but a lot of these things are for Commander. I'm not seeing the stuff I'm actually going to be playing with. Like, I'm never going to play with Infinite Guideline Station in Standard. Come on. This, though, this is a Standard staple. What does this one do? Whenever opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. Very cool ability. I love discard outlet stuff. I love discard effects and things that hurt your opponent for that. Just can't see myself playing this on turn 4. I don't know. And Liliana's out of the game now. Liliana is no longer in Standard, so I don't know if I'm about it. Probably not. Also dead cards to me. Mill maybe is going to be a thing. Wow, more of the lands. This is kind of upsetting. Oh my goodness, so many of them. Yeah, I think if I bought this in paper, I think I'd be much happier here. This is one of my, I feel like, worst pack cracking videos that I've ever released. This is kind of sad. I feel like I'm getting a bunch of these lands. They don't do anything for me in Standard. Oh, man. Alright, these are my last 4. At least we get one more rare here. Wish us luck. This one's cool. First time for Deodrine. The Synthesis Amalgam is an awesome card. +1/+1 counter decks galore. Hopefully it's going to be good. Also, don't let it fool you, right? It says 3 mana, so it's X, green, and white. So even if you just play it for green and white and 0, it still gets 2 +1/+1 counters. Make sure you read those texts, because that's how it works. Very, very cool card. I think this actually might see some play. What else we got? Coral of the Void, is that right? Corral of the Void. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a target creature card from so you get a card from their opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. This is a weird card. Very weird. Maybe it'll find itself in some sack outlet decks? I don't know. That one's strange. And a mythic. Alright, well, this is it, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed the video. We are really excited to be playing some new decks at the Cloudpost. We're happy for rotation. Happy the Virus Beetle is back in. There's a lot of cool commons and uncommons as well. I don't know. Overall, I feel like this was some of my worst pulls, but either way, we got some rares, we got some mythics. We're excited to get playing this set, and you're going to see us back in action next week on the Cloudpost, so stick around, and I hope you enjoyed everything. We'll catch you next time.